news station number 42. I'm Jeremy with the Channel 42 newscast. Tonight we'll be talking about the Constitutional Convention and the weakness of the Articles of Confederation. Today, 55 delegates met in Philadelphia, led by George Washington, to discuss the writing of a new constitution for our nation. This constitution would replace the weak Articles of Confederation. And some of the main issues of the Articles of Confederation were Congress could not tax and Congress could not regulate trade. Now we have an expert on trade coming in, Frank Dew. We'll go to him now. Frank?
Thanks, Jeremy. The main issue with trading in the States were that there were different currencies. For example, if you wanted to trade a hoe and a few coins made in North Carolina for a wig, they would be valued very differently if you tried to trade the same thing in South Carolina. This created very many problems with trying to regulate trade. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Frank Dew. We sure do hope our representatives get that figured out. Now we go to William Williams to discuss... What are you discussing with him?
The proposal being proposed at the convention.
Yeah, what he said. We go to him now.
360! Buckets. Thanks, Jeremy. There are two main proposals being proposed at the convention. First off, we'll discuss the Virginia Plan, which is a plan based on three branches of the government: legislative, executive, and judicial. This plan is supported largely by the bigger states because it is based on representation by population. The opposing plan is the New Jersey Plan, which is supported more widely by the smaller states because it's based on equal representation, but it would also call for there to be amendments added to the articles. It's a real toss-up at the convention. Guess we'll just see which plan prevails. Back to you, Jeremy.
We now go to William Williams out in the field with an exclusive interview with Richard Sherman.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get.
Oh, what was that? My apologies. The interview is actually with
Roger
Sherman. I'm sorry we are experiencing technical difficulties. Let's go to the two now.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here with Robert Sherman, the mastermind behind the Connecticut Compromise. Robert, can you tell us?
Roger.
Tell us more.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, with my plan, it appears both sides of the debate. The Congress will be composed of two houses, one being the House of Representatives and the other the Senate. The House of Representatives will be based off of representation by population. In the Senate, everybody will get a fair share of representatives, which will be two. I believe that this plan will appease all the debate, and I think it's quite brilliant if I say so myself.
Truly brilliant. Back to you, Jeremy.
Brilliant interview, Williams. Now we go to Frank Dew with the lifestyle report.
Thanks, Jeremy. Yo, dogs, I'll be talking about the two parties in the convention, the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists. First, the Federalists. The Federalists believed that the Articles of Confederation were too weak and that we needed a strong central government found in the Constitution. The Federalists, on the other hand, were afraid that the government would become too strong like a monarchy. They wished for a Bill of Rights to be added to the Constitution instead. Both grants are hot. Now let's talk about what else is hot. Marriage is hot. Everybody likes to find out a special someone. And now we have a special presentation happening right now in the studio.
I love you so strong. I'm going to scream to the world.
Will you marry me?
I mean, how's your fiance? That's nice. That's nice.
Thanks, Jeremy. Today we'll be talking about the Three-Fifths Compromise. In layman's terms, the Three-Fifths Compromise says that 3/5 of the slaves will be counted for the population's representation, which is used to determine representation in the House of Representatives.
To me, this is wrong. Slaves are people too. Does this look like 3/5 of a person to you? No. Slaves, this is what they're counted as. It's just not right. Back to you, Jeremy.
Now we go live to tonight's special presentation. We have a horse race. We go to the field.
Well, now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and
Well, I won!
champion of the world?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, I'm just like training for months on end for this race, and it's just amazing to finally be able to finish in this race. Like every other time before, I've always not even been able to finish. So being first is absolutely amazing.
What are you gonna do now?
Win another race.
And this concludes our special presentation. Back to the news.
From all of us at Channel 42, good night and stay classy.
Spies sapping my central.